Hello. Welcome to, I don't know what this is, a journey. Welcome to a journey that we are going to go on today. I haven't vlogged anything in the last week. I had a really shitty week, mental health wise, work wise, general health wise. I had a really bad time last week. So I don't know if this is me just being like typical sad girl to fix my problems, I'm gonna change my hair, or not. Well, I mean, I suppose I do know it's not, because I wanted to do this beforehand, but maybe this is just like giving me the push to do something fun and different. And so we're going on a journey. It was actually quite spontaneous, I suppose. I bumped into the CEO of the company that I work for in the stairwell, and she complimented my hair colour, and I said, I want to change it, I want to dye it blue. And she was like, you know what, yes, do that. So I'm dyeing it blue. I have picked up 4 bottles of this blue. I'm not lying. Here's 4 bottles of this blue colour. This is Crazy Colour by Rainbow Capri Blue. I've used this brand of hair dye pretty much since I've been dyeing my hair. My typical hair colour is Crazy Colour by Rainbow's Fire or Vermilion. Sometimes I go for Vermilion, but usually it's Fire. Vermilion's more of a deep red, whereas Fire is more of the like pinky red. But typically they're the ones I go for. I very rarely use a different brand. I might occasionally use a Live XXL Pillar Box Red, but I find they don't last as long as these do. And these are easier to use because they're literally like shampoo, I suppose. Whereas the Crazy Colour Live ones are more like a really thick cream, whereas these are liquidy and just easier to work with. So this is a brand I stand by for hair colour. I've used them in the past when I've had blue hair. I used to have like royal blue hair. If I can find a picture, I'll put it here, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna do this. The plan, because you might be thinking you've got really quite dark hair, not at the ends, that's okay. So it isn't gonna be like vibrant blue. But the plan is for it to be a bit more navy, I suppose, a darker blue. I don't want the royal bright sky blue. Royal blue and sky blue are totally different colours. I don't want that blue that I had before. I want a darker blue. Because when I had blue hair that was like bright blue, as much as I loved it, because I love having crazy colour hair, it's just very me. With the blue, I always felt a bit bizarre. I don't know, I don't think I ever felt totally comfortable with it. Like red hair is me. Purple hair I enjoy but don't like for too long. Pink hair I like as well. With that blue, I liked it, I had fun with it, but I didn't feel too comfortable with it in my day-to-day life. And that's probably because blue hair is what's given me the most trouble in my day-to-day life, being that I had blue hair when I was at high school and got in all sorts of trouble for it. And although I did have blue hair in college and no one cared then. But I don't know, I just feel like blue hair is the one that I get like judged for the most. This has got deep in hair colour. But yeah, basically the CEO of the company that I work for told me I should dye my hair blue, so I feel safe to do it, but I want it to be darker anyway. So yeah, I got some Capri Blue, and I'm not gonna strip it, I'm not gonna bleach it, we are just gonna go on top of this. So it's gonna, my hair kind of has this like natural ombre going on. This, I never did this, just to clarify that. Like, you'd think that I had done this intentionally. I haven't. This is just through years of dye where these bottom bits have had so much dye put on them that it's really like porous, I suppose, and it's just got lighter, whereas these bits haven't had as much colour. I have not bleached my hair in a really long time, like really, really long time. So there's no bleach in this, which doesn't make sense because you'd think there's sort of quite, well, I suppose it's not entirely defined, it is a bit jaggedy, but you know, you'd think that looks like I've bleached it. I haven't. This is just what my hair does. You can tell that even more from the underside, because the underside doesn't have all this lightness, so I suppose it's probably the hair dye mixed with like sun bleaching on certain hair dyes, whatever. Anyway, I'm keeping this like weird natural ombre that I've got going on so that it's going to be a darker blue into a lighter blue. As I said, I'm not going to strip it, I'm not going to bleach it, but what I am going to do first now is wash this with the most colour stripping shampoo I can think of, which in my experience with red hair dye is Tresemme. Tresemme strips my hair colour entirely. Conveniently, it is what Jake uses in his day-to-day life. So I'm going to steal some of his shampoo, wash this. I'm also, hear me out, going to wash it with some washing up liquid because that is also known for stripping hair. So rather than bleaching it or getting a colour stripper, I'm just going to fade it as much as I can. Like, it is already pretty faded, so that's okay. But like, just to get as much of the red out as possible, even though it's more orangey corally now. And I mean, someone might think, you don't want to put blue on top of that, it's gonna go to shit. Well, Sonny Jim, I never do my hair properly. Every result I get with dyeing my hair is luck, a bit of a risk. I very rarely am concerned when it comes to throwing colours on top of colours. I just do it. So it's going to be another one of them and I'm just going to do it. But yeah, as I say, I'm going to get on with washing this with Tresemme and washing up liquid. It might not make too much of a difference because, as I say, it's already pretty faded, so might not even change it, but we'll see. And then later on this evening, Ashley is coming over to do the actual application of the blue. I would normally dye my hair myself. Like, if I was just doing another red on this, I would do it myself. I've got quite good at doing my own hair, but with a colour change, I want someone else to be here to like definitely make sure that I've got the back. So yeah. Also, Ashley has dyed my hair many times before. She's actually very good at it and makes a bottle of hair dye go a really long way. So I've got 4 bottles, but last time she did this, she only needed 2. So yeah, we'll see. Better safe than sorry. But yeah, that's what's going on this evening. And I thought I would do a bit of a hair dye transformation vlog and take you along for the journey because, you know, it's a change and I thought you might want to see. Okay, so the bubbles that came out of my hair were definitely pink. So some colour has come out, but I don't know how much. Probably not too much, but you know, some is better than none. I am just going to dry this and then we will see. It doesn't look too different wet. Maybe the ends are a little bit lighter. I don't know, I'm gonna dry it and yeah, I've done all I can in terms of sort of stripping it, but yeah, let's dry this. Okay, now I don't know if you can see this on camera. I didn't think it had made that much of a difference, but the bubbles coming out were definitely pink, but it actually has made quite a difference to the ends. I think it's also probably made quite a difference up the top, but because it was dark anyway, you couldn't really tell, but it's definitely more brown than it was before. But yeah, it's the ends that it's changed majorly in that they are now a lot paler than they were before. I really don't know if you can tell on camera. You might just have to take my word for it that those ends are a lot paler than they were. So the ends are probably going to be quite blue and then the top might be more of that navy. But yeah, now we just wait for Ashley to get here. We're ordering pizza as well. Look, they're like proper blonde in bits. We wait for Ashley to get here, we're going to order pizza, and then she's going to slap some blue hair dye all on my head. I'm so excited. Hello! Ashley is here, we have had pizza, and we're now going to, I say we, you, I'm now going to dye my hair blue. Yay! And that is that. I now have blue hair. This is the finished product. It's a lot bluer at the tips than it is at the top, but we were expecting that. We knew what we were getting into from the outset. Like, we knew that my hair at the top was a lot darker than it was at the bottom, so we were fully expecting this. It's kind of got that like accidental ombre look that I had before. My scalp is like bright blue. That needs some attention, but you know, the first time I wash it, that will probably come off. Also, my hand, like, I obviously didn't dye it myself, but my hand is blue from washing it off, like washing the dye off. So yeah, they're a bit, this one is a lot worse than this one, but yeah, they're a bit blue. But yeah, I really like it. It's the darkest my hair has ever been. Like, in artificial lighting, I've got my light, my filming light on now, so it's more of a like daylight bulb. But in artificial lighting, it does look more black, like at the top, and then blue at the bottom. But it is definitely blue all over. And out in daylight, because it is actually now the next day, I should mention that. I have been to work with it today. In daylight, it is a lot like bluer. Like, it looks blue now, but like looking in the viewfinder, I can't help but think like it looks bluer in the flesh than it does there. But yeah, I am really into it. I like it a lot. As I said, it's the darkest I've ever been. I think it's quite possibly the coolest toned I've ever been. I typically am red or pink. I've been blue and purple before, as I said, but this feels chillier. Sammy, a friend of mine, Sammy, she said, oh, what was it? Her Instagram message made me giggle. It was like, new achievement unlocked, icy goth or something. Level up achieved, ultra snow goth. And I'm pretty into that title. I quite like it because, yeah, I can't stop touching it, which is probably also why my hands are blue, because it's like, it's fresh, so it's gonna be like coming off the more I touch it, but I can't stop. But yeah, this is it. I think it's gonna look pretty cool when I do my typical like half up, half down do that I do a lot, which is a bit like that. Let's just tie that up. I mean, this is not the neatest I've ever done anything, but yeah, I mean, I need to work on the scalp thing before I can get away with this. But I think the half up, half down is gonna look good with it, because it like raises some of those ends up. Yeah, I'm into that. I'm really liking this hair. It's different to what I usually have, and yeah, it's a change. I'm happy, and I'm happy that I filmed this, like, transformation. As if anyone really cares or asked for this, but it's here, so you can now see the hair journey. I hope it's been fun. Let me know if you have enjoyed this, and maybe I'll do more, like, hair transformations whenever I dye it, because I'm bound to dye it again. I obviously wouldn't do it for like top-ups, because that's not really a journey. But like, next time I change my colour, if you've liked coming along the journey with me, let me know, and I'll do it again. As I say, I will change the colour again at some point. That's just what I do. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling, wrap this up now. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, give it a thumbs up, chat to me down below, etc, etc. This has been a bit different from me, you know, absolutely nothing to do with books, completely to do with hair. But yeah, cool, sweet. I will see you next time for some regularly scheduled programming. Bye!